Hey guys, this is Nicholas Live, and this is why you should not use a phone case. This is more of an economic video discussing use of money and not as much as crypto, but just anybody that is interested in finance in general. This should involve every single one of you watching. Now, just like you wouldn't buy a car that you would be scared to take outside because you might scratch it, you shouldn't buy a phone which you would be very worried about financially if you break it. Now, just bear with me here for a second. Would you put like an ugly bumper case on your car? Would you like cover this Ferrari in a bunch of rubber stickers and big bumpers to prevent it from getting scratched? No, you wouldn't. You would only buy a Ferrari in the first place, or like a Lamborghini or some expensive car once you have 10 times or more money available to you, and if something happens to it, it's only less than 10% of your total net worth, so you do not care. If you can barely afford a Lamborghini, you should not buy one. It is a really, really bad decision, financial decision in general. Also, if you're worried about this phone breaking, I dropped this phone like, I don't know, at least 50 times by now, and I never wear a fucking case. You know why? Because my financial situation is okay if, God forbid, I have to buy another iPhone. I will survive. This is a tool for my work, and I'm okay with the investment. However, I did not buy the new iPhone X or whatever the new version is. It costs like $1,500. I bought like a normal version 8, which cost me like couple, $700, $800, and that was like a year ago. I was okay with paying that, and since that, I have never put a case on this iPhone. However, it wasn't much of a financial decision as much as a fashion decision, because if I had this Lambo behind me, I would want to show it off. I have this nice, sexy Ferrari red iPhone, and I like holding it in my hand. It is a sexy iPhone. But this, like, we aren't in high school. You do not want to have a fat ass case sitting in your pocket like your kid, some kid from high school with fat pockets. First of all, it's a horrible fashion statement, and nobody wants to see you have your pockets stuffed with a bunch of stuff. No matter how perfect your suit or how perfect your outfit is, or how gangsta you look, that doesn't matter. There's not a single fashion archetype that's gonna go well with like a bunch of stuffed pockets. That's why I have this super thin, razor thin money clip. It has everything I need, and this really, really thin iPhone with no case. I would not buy this iPhone in the first place if I wasn't okay with this money being thrown away by breaking this iPhone. So it's really important to have a correct financial mindset if you're gonna buy anything. I have a car. It is not a Lamborghini, but it's some used Land Rover, and I'm okay with spending that much money financially. It's not even like a 10 years old. It's older than 10 years. So it's not a brand new car. It's a used car, and for me, if I was to totally trash that car, I would be okay. I could have gotten like a nice couple years old Mercedes or something, or a BMW, but it did not fit my financial situation, and that's why I didn't get it. That's why I do not drive a car I'm afraid of crashing. I drive a car so because it's a tool I use to get me from point A to point B, and if God forbid something happens to the car, I just want to be okay. And if I have to buy a new one, I will survive. You should never put like more than 10% of your like current cash that's available to you in any breakable asset that you use as a tool, unless you're very heavily risking your money into one big investment. It should not be more than 30% of your total net worth. If you look at Jews, the reason they're so fucking successful is because a Jew will never invest more than 30% of their total net worth in one single investment. They will never do it. If this information is wrong, please correct me. If I'm being racist, I don't care. That's why most of them are fucking rich. This is not here to be politically correct. I'm here to talk about money and keeping money, because as most of you guys seen, it is easy to make money. We all seen it in the last bull market in crypto, but staying rich is the fucking hard part. So if you want to stay rich, you got to think like a rich person. You got to think like a reasonable person who's good with money. And if you're buying a Lambo and that's all the money you have in your bank account and you don't even have money to put gasoline in it, you're fucked. So I hope you guys enjoyed this really short video. It's more of a life lesson in general, but I highly advise against anybody using a cell phone case. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your reason is. It's like, just compare it to a car. Would you put a huge ugly silicone bumpers and dildos on your car to protect it from getting scratched? No, you wouldn't. So I mean, in general, cars, there's a saying, cars are for poor people. The poor people focus and save up money to buy an expensive car and show off. Rich people just don't give a shit. Like, most rich people don't even own a car. They just use, I don't know, helicopters and airplanes or have their personal drivers. So if you want to do financially successful, you gotta learn how to manage money. And this is my journey of trying to learn to manage money, and I hope you guys join me along and stay subscribed. Keep following me. I'll keep sharing more unbiased, direct thoughts that I believe will help you. See you guys later.